Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Blue Badge Crypto, bringing you another Bitcoin and market update. But listen, if you're not already on the Twitter, get over there at Blue Badge Crypto. That's where you're going to get the most time-sensitive alerts on trends, trading, and analysis in the market. Let's dive into Bitcoin, guys. We're starting it here on our 1-hour chart. If you're new to the updates, new to Twitter, we can backtrack a little bit. Even though there's not that much here over the past few days we've been watching, guys, we really just had this sideways price action here ever since we had this quick pump and dump here. It started back around the 8th, and then we came back down here on the 10th, and we just been kind of doing this sideways action here, guys. I've been updating you on Twitter, but really just utilizing this level of support here at a yellow line, kind of this descending support of the top line of our channel here. And then you can see that we finally did have some type of, a little bit of a move yesterday, even still lackluster in and of itself here, that brought us back down to this dotted line here that I've had on the chart, and actually reacted off that line perfectly here that we've had, some good reactions off previously. And again, we had a nice reaction there, and it's now just sent us back up here. And now we're just kind of in the same exact pattern here, guys, where we're kind of just going to do, potentially the same exact thing here, where maybe we just have some more sideways action here. So that's not necessarily the greatest to see, but it is nice to see that we came down here, reacted off this line nicely, and quickly spiked back up, which means that selling pressure wasn't, allowing us to come back down here. And when we were doing that, we did create a little bit of a hidden bullish divergence here, where if we look at our previous lowest low here in all this price action that we have locally, that lowest low is creating a low on the RSI here. And then our next low, low right here that we just created, our recent low, created a lower low, right? So we have that higher low in price, but lower low on the oscillator. So there's a little bit of hidden bullish divergence there, kind of allowed that pop to happen here, which kind of helped us react off that line there. But again, guys, now just kind of back in that same pattern, where now that we've had that push down, tested the selling pressure, this is where we can maybe see we finally break out of this, sideways pattern. We do a little bit more sideways, and we're able to come up, and maybe now we test that upper end right up here where we can, maybe finally make that push up to that red line and see what we can do there. If we come and take a look at total crypto market cap, similar situation here, guys, where if we were zoomed in on this 1-hour chart here, again, we just kind of had that sideways action. Again, I drew that path, where we could have sideways action and finally make a decision down or up here. And you can see that we finally did make that decision where it was almost, exactly timeline on this path here, where we came down and we finally met that ascending level of support here in confluence with this line that I've had marked for y'all at approximately 1.66 trillion. So that line in confluence with this ascending level of support here helped us kind of bounce back up, get back above this local support level here. And now again, we're kind of just stuck in between the support and once again this resistance, just like we were right here, guys. Y'all see that? So again, we could just potentially be in a similar situation here where maybe we just do a little bit more sideways, guys. But we'll see what happens here. If we zoom it out a little bit on total crypto market cap, it kind of showcases a little bit more this level of ascending support here. Do y'all see that? Where we kind of have this diagonal line going here. You can see it even a little bit better on like a daily chart. Do y'all see that? Where we just kind of have this ascending level. We're just kind of wicking down to this ascending level of support here. And this comes all the way back here, guys. I mean, this is, all these touches from here, right, are support, resistance, support here before dumping down, support, resistance trying to come up here. So this is going all the way back to 2017, guys, this line here. And you can see that even, coming into now, how well it's reacting off this ascending level of support. Now, do we keep, utilizing that? Does it keep working out that way? We'll have to see. But one thing that would be, great to see is that we, forego coming back below this ascending level of support in this dashed line right here, guys. So if we can forego coming back down here and testing these lows like we've done once, twice here, guys, and we can kind of just keep utilizing this level of support right here, which would look something like this, guys, where we could just utilize this section of this triangle. Do y'all see that? Where we have our downtrend level here, okay, that we've been in the consistent downtrend for, and now we're creating this ascending level. So we have descending resistance and ascending support, kind of creating this triangle pattern here, guys. Do y'all see that? And if we could kind of just stay in this pattern right here where we utilize, this section of the triangle right here, that's where we could potentially see a break high, obviously a break low again. But if we could just utilize this section right here and break high, that would be, I think, our optimal situation right here. I think getting below this dashed line again is going to spell where we're coming back down and testing these lows again here, guys. So, if we see price action coming up here and we get, denied again at resistance and we start falling back down to this level of support and start losing that level and we start back testing as resistance, that's where we're going to come down and start testing this level once again. And that's where we could potentially have that, that triple bottom right here, right? Where we have that, one touch, two touch, three touch of a bottom here, and then potentially bust out that triangle, one way or the other here, guys, where we have, again, that descending level of resistance, descending support here. We have these, these level supports here. So, we could potentially come down, find support here and bust high, bust low. But again, guys, that'll take a little bit of time. And that could come all the way up here to this apex of the triangle. That's in mid-April, guys, okay? If we go back to this smaller section that we were just looking at, that could potentially have an answer here by March 23rd or so, coming to this apex if we just utilize that section right there, guys, on total crypto market cap. I do want to go back to Bitcoin, guys, and again, just show you all the basic zoomed out look here. This is on the daily chart where, again, we're just kind of creating this on a basic level, zoomed out here, just this, sideways triangle, right? This horizontal triangle where we, again, have ascending support here off these wicks, descending resistance off these wicks here, and then kind of on a even more basic approach where we have these pockets of resistance, right? Where we've previously come down and had wicks coming down of support here, flipped it as resistance. Do y'all see that? So support, 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 lost it, back tested as resistance, and then that's where we started creating this trend right here, right? So on a basic level, if you're just trying to trade a macro chart, for the time being, you can sell up here, right, or short up here, and long down in this box here, and you're looking pretty good until proven otherwise, right, guys? I mean, this has proven fruitful each and every time here until, shown otherwise or proven wrong, guys. But we are in kind of somewhat of ascending, or horizontal triangle with ascending support, descending resistance here. So again, that's just kind of a basic take there, guys. But again, I wanted to show you all this. We go back to our EMAs. We pull up that 1 week chart here, guys, and we'll take off our drawings real quick. And again, guys, look at these EMAs. Look how close these are to crossing over here, guys. I mean, I think any further downside from here, right? If we have another, descent here where we just kind of plummet down, I think that's what's going to make these EMAs cross right here. And we've been tracking this, right, guys, and kind of looking how similar it is to this price action back here in 2018, where we were once finding support off that 100-day EMA or the 100 EMA in green here, coming up, finding resistance consistently off that 20 EMA before they finally crossed, right? They crossed right here, and they kept having that, that sideways price action before an eventual dump. And it looks, eerily similar here where we've come down, found support off that 100 EMA in green, consistently finding resistance off that 20 EMA before those lines finally cross here, right? The 20 crosses below the 50, the 20s in yellow, the 50s in blue before those finally cross over, and we continue that sideways action before an eventual dump down. Again, I'm not saying that will happen or it has to happen, but again, we're just utilizing previous price action and seeing how the similarities match up to what we're looking at right now, guys. So again, that's, macro view, 1 hour chart view, what we have going on right here, guys. We're just kind of back in this consolidation pattern here all over again, looking for a potential break high now that we've kind of tested that selling pressure. I think coming back below this yellow line, if we come back below this yellow line one more time, so if we come back here and we do this again, where we've already done it once, guys, and we come back down here and back test this level of resistance, right, start falling back below this yellow line again, and after we've already done this, after we already tested it, I think we're going much lower than that. I don't think we're going to come back down here again and just do the same exact thing without coming and testing higher, guys. So that's my outlook right now on the 1 hour on the macro views, guys. If you have any questions, throw them down in the comments. If you found the video helpful today, throw a like, share the video. It really helps the channel out, guys.